This video will demonstrate all the features of the global search function. The global search function makes it easy to retrieve your notes quickly by searching for a word or phrase, or for multiple words in either the same note or in different notes. So let's go ahead and get started. First, let's go up and show you the global search function. As you can see, we have a text box here in the upper right corner, and this is where you're going to enter your words or phrases or multiple words. Next to the search button, we have a drop-down menu which shows Search Notes Database or Search Current Notes. We're going to search through the entire notes database, but if we are searching through current notes searching would be through notes currently displayed. So if we had notes right here, those would be the only notes we were searching. Otherwise, you'd be searching through all of your notes and all of your category sources and keywords. So let's go ahead and do a global search for the word Kennedy. So if I type in Kennedy and hit the search button, you can see that I have two different notes that contain the word Kennedy. Each time the word Kennedy is shown, it's going to show up highlighted in orange. So as you can see in both notes, it's shown in orange. So that'll make it easier if you have quite a few notes on your currently displayed notes list. You'll be able to find the word that you were looking for pretty quickly. Next, let's move on to searching for a phrase. Let's type a phrase into our search text box. We're going to type it into parentheses, and let's type in Cold War, and once again hit the search button. And as you can see, we have three different notes containing the phrase Cold War. So we have one in communism, one in the space race, and one in the Cuban Missile Crisis. So all three of these things were part of the Cold War, and as you can see, once again, your phrase is all highlighted in orange. Next, I want to show you how you can search for multiple words. Let's say you were writing a paper about the Cuban Missile Crisis. Now you know that Kennedy was the president during the Cuban Missile Crisis, and so you want to read about his interaction and his relation to that issue. So let's type in the word Kennedy, and let's also type capital AND, which will connect the two words and allow us to find all notes containing Kennedy and Cuban Missile Crisis, which we're going to type into parentheses. So now if we hit search, we'll find any notes that contain this word and this phrase together. As you can see, we have two different notes containing Kennedy and Cuban Missile Crisis. This one talks about the Kennedy presidency and the issue with the Cuban Missile Crisis, and here's an actual note on the Cuban Missile Crisis, which again shows the name Kennedy. Next, let's search for three different words. So we'll just show you the range of NoteScribe, how you can search rather precisely. For example, once again, let's type in Kennedy, and then type in the capitalized AND to make sure the words are connected. Now let's type the phrase foreign policy into the text box, and let's put another AND to connect yet another word, and let's put Vietnam. And say we had to write a paper on Vietnam, we needed to know about Kennedy's foreign policy. We could find any notes containing these three words. So let's hit search. As you can see, we have one note about the Kennedy presidency and a section on his foreign policy, and here you can see it's talking about Vietnam briefly. Let's say we wanted to find more information on Vietnam, and we're pretty sure we have notes beyond just the Kennedy note that I just showed you with Vietnam in it, and we also want to find out the relationship between Vietnam and Kennedy. What we can do is we can search for both of these words in multiple notes. So I can find all of the notes that contain the word Kennedy and all the notes that contain the word Vietnam. To do that, all I have to do is type in a capitalized OR instead of AND like I showed you in the last searches. So let's go ahead and type Kennedy in here again. This time we're going to capitalize the word OR and type in Vietnam. So what's going to happen is NoteScribe is going to search all my notes for the word containing, or any notes containing the word Kennedy, and also all of my notes for any notes containing the word Vietnam, and we'll have all the notes that show either one of these words. So let's hit search, and as you can see, we have three different notes containing either the word Kennedy or Vietnam. So if you scroll here, you can see that Kennedy is highlighted in orange as well as Vietnam. And we have a separate note that is an overview of Vietnam. And we also have a Cuban Missile Crisis, which once again talks about Kennedy. So that's how you use the global search function. We have other videos which show you how to retrieve your notes using categories, sources, and keywords. So you have quite a few different options when it comes to actually searching your notes. The global search function is just a little quicker sometimes if you're looking for a specific word and don't want to look through your category, sources, or keywords. And it's also great when you're writing, say, a paper or need to find how something relates to another thing, such as Kennedy or Vietnam, as we just did a search for. So go ahead and watch the other videos about the retrievals, and you'll get a further understanding of those as well.